Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. Now Ryan on second down. He goes underneath to Freeman. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have a third down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all those big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
And he pulled it. Oh, my goodness. It's no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. And here now the defensive starters for Atlanta.
Jonathan Babineaux's a defensive tackle, knows how to get upfield and spill plays in the backfield.
They'll fake the give to Williams. Now it's right. Now bad hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for him.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever.
On the return, here's Justin Gilbert. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. Now Roethlisberger on first down. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. There goes D'Angelo Williams. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. D'Angelo Williams, 74 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of the team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
On second down, Freeman. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be third down.
It seemed like the situation was second and a mile to go for a first down, which screams what? Throw the football. You got to pass in order to try and pick up that kind of yardage. But in this case, they ran a tendency breaker because the tendency is for defenses to be out there and be set up for a pass. So you break tendency and actually run the football. That changes everything because if you're able to find a crease, you often have bigger guys working against smaller guys downfield. They picked up excellent yardage there to bring up a third down.
This is Freeman on first and 10. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Second down following the run. Freeman again. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. After the penalty, here's Freeman. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. And they've got a decision to make here on 4th down and 2. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop.
Hurry up, let's go!
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
I thought guys that were over 30 weren't supposed to run the football this well in the National Football League. How about that veteran leadership? A big-time run, combined with some nice blocking by his offensive line, showing that the ins and outs of being a veteran still has his place in this league. His odometer is not totally turned over yet.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game. Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays. Wish me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. Dancing to his left. And his throw is incomplete.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
That's caught at the 3. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. In their game against the Bengals, so much talk going in about the battle between the talented Antonio Brown and A.J. Green. That never really materialized, did it, partner?
No, A.J. Green had 2 catches on the day. Antonio Brown had 4. So it wasn't quite the follow-up for Antonio Brown to week 1 when he absolutely torched Washington. But Pittsburgh won the game, and that's all that matters to him.
So it's an old-school extra point, but certainly a disappointment that they couldn't get 6.
Yeah, when you see 19-yard field goal in the box score, you kind of shake your head. But their head coach decided 3 was enough.
And the Falcons now making their way back out onto the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second-guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible. I've become a firm believer over the years that many drops happen before the ball's even snapped. When you call wide receiver screen, as we saw there, I know these guys really well. They're thinking about that play going to the end zone, and sometimes they forget to catch the football first.
And he's brought down. Give him 17 yards that time, as that'll move the chains.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Throwing again, Ryan. It's caught, left side, Tamming. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he checks this one down to Williams. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. They come up in an offset eye. On third down, Roethlisberger. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. On fourth down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. Back deep for the Falcons is Eric Weems. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it'll be Falcon football as they take possession.
On the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Now Ryan on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. You know, partner, 2 weeks ago before the season started, we made our Super Bowl predictions, and I can't even remember who you took. Who'd you take?
I took Green Bay and New England. I went on a limb.
You're looking good.
Listen, I went on the strongest limb I could find, and right now New England off to a 2-0 start. Who knows?
I went on an equally safe limb. I went Steelers over the Panthers. Panthers with that Week 1 loss, but Big Ben and company 2-0.
Well, they only lost to the defending Super Bowl champs.
That's acceptable on the road. And they're going to speed things up here. On first down, Ryan looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Arthur Moats. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's brought down after a good gain. And they get 28 yards on that one. And that'll be good for a Pittsburgh first. And quickly they get to the line. Now Roethlisberger. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups. And they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Derek Shelby. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Now Ben on 3rd and long. He'll rifle this one deep right side. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
He's going to float this over the middle deep. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did.
He's got him in, complete. And they finally are able to take him down at the opposite 47. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Ryan. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 18 yards on the pickup there. And it'll give the Falcons a 1st down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
And Bryant missed it. No good. Wide to the left there for Bryant. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Penalty marker is down here. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. And a great spot to start this drive from here. They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. That is caught at the 7. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. They're going to hurry back to the line now. From the gun, it's Ryan. That's caught at the 3. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
On 2nd down, Ryan. That's complete right around the 8. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Ryan. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. They're not going to kick it. A chip shot, but they're going for it down 3 on 4th down. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. He loses 5 full yards to bring up 4th. They're not going to kick it. A chip shot, but they're going for it down 3 on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. And it is incomplete. Well, while we have a second, let's look at the fantasy football world. Some of those guys that were expected to be elite taken in most leagues round one. How do you think they fared?
Well, partner, I should be asking you because I know you exist in this world in a big way, but it looks like the guys at the top of the list are doing pretty well. Odell Beckham Jr., Antonio Brown was a monster in week 1. And Julio Jones, he's coming along really, really well. And then the guys who run the ball, David Johnson in Arizona, boy, catches it, runs it, doing a great job. And don't sleep on Ezekiel Elliott. That 83 yards and a touchdown. Don't trade him.
They're giving him the ball out, that's for sure. And then D'Angelo Williams has been excellent. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it. And in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Here we go on 4th down with Roethlisberger. And able to find Green. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Okay, let's talk rookies while we have a little breather here. Who's impressed you so far from those first-year guys?
Well, Corey Coleman out of Baylor, now with Cleveland. Everyone said he was explosive. He's been exactly that. How about Will Fuller? That young man does have a flair for the dramatic, doesn't he?
Did you see his catch?
Oh,
he
that
bobbled
was
it up to himself.
Popped it right to himself. He knows what he's doing, and he's playing really well for the Texans. And then on the defensive side of the ball, Artie Burns in Pittsburgh, the corner's playing really well. And Vernon Butler with Carolina. He's part of that rotation with K.K. Short and Star Lotulelei.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. He'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. And now they're in the hurry-up. On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. Marcus Wheaton was the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. He's got his man here. It's Green. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Ben to throw again. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Well, an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play. For the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. And he comes back with one complete. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
On 2nd down, Williams. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8, and they're going to hurry back to the line now. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And James has it. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Again, they'll run with Freeman. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. Tough spot for the offense, 3rd and 8.
When a linebacker's able to sit at the 2nd level and see things develop in front of him, as soon as he got a hit when the quarterback was checking it down, he just made a beeline directly for the receiver and ended up making the play.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Ryan on 4th down. It's caught left side. Tammy. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on 4th down. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. Now Roethlisberger. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go.
Oh, no, he lost the football.
plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball. We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Fielded just inside the 20. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Trying to get that in the hands of Devontae Freeman that time. And just like that, it's 3rd down. And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. Now Ryan got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
2nd down here after the incomplete pass. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. He'll look to throw. He goes underneath to Freeman. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. And they're going to speed things up here. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. And quickly, they get to the line. Back to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
And on 3rd and 3, they decided to go with a dime package.
Yeah.
6 DBs.
Yeah, you're right. They've got 6 out there. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. He's back to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. So with next to nothing left on the clock, they get Charles what should be the game-winning touchdown catch.
That felt so much like practice and preparation coming together. So many times your last practice of the week, you score the game-winning touchdown. Everyone leaves the field feeling good about themselves. They got it done for real in this situation.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone that comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Second down following the incompletion.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice play, baby. Nice play.
Don't make me beg, don't make me wait. I need a hope in the darkness of the night. And when I say, show me my place, you are my shelter, baby, let me feel your light.
I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features 2 quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's the Vikings going up against the Titans. The opening kick is straight ahead, so it's time to turn it over to my colleagues, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis with the call. Gentlemen.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Minnesota Vikings and the Tennessee Titans. Ryan Suckup, the man tasked with getting this one started. And off we go from Nashville. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Now a second down throw for Bradford. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs.
As a rookie receiver for the Vikings, Stephon Diggs was a big-time story and maybe a little bit of a surprise. But the way he's elevated his game and really cemented himself as the #1 receiver for Minnesota, he's been spectacular in the early going in 2016.
And week 2 to that point. How about the game? 9 catches, 182 yards, and a touchdown.
He was one of the top players coming out of high school. College career didn't go quite the way he expected. He's making up for it in the NFL.
To throw is Bradford. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Bradford now to throw on 1st down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there. And there we saw completion.
And the linebacking core could certainly be crucial today.
They do everything really, really well. Fly to the football, defend the pass, you name it, they do it, as well as set the defensive front.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. On 3rd and 1, here's Bradford, and he's able to find Diggs. Touchdown, Vikings! Stephon Diggs, 48 yards, and the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. He's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. If you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes,
bye-bye.
He just takes off and goes, and I think that's what we just saw there. Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Now here's the first carry for DeMarco Murray. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. Quickly now a look at the defensive starters for Minnesota.
Everson Griffin was a valuable reserve for most of his career, but has really blossomed since entering the starting lineup.
On 3rd down, Mariota surveying the field. He's going to take another shot here. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They're indeed going. It's Mariota. He's going to try and go deep again. And this is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. Offense for the Vikings coming back out there. This whole crew, offensively and defensively, got to christen U.S. Bank Stadium in a really nice way with that win over the Packers in Week 2.
And that had to feel good to the Vikings and to their fans because the 3 previous stadiums that they used for the first time as their home stadium, they had played the Packers. And all of those have been losses.
How about that? All of their home openers in those other stadiums were losses to the Packers.
Well, it is smart scheduling, though.
Yeah.
The Packers and the Vikings, one of the great rivalries in the league.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Now Bradford on 2nd down. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
On 3rd down, Bradford. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection, and he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. On second down, Peterson calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside lines.
And the pressure gets to Bradford, and down he goes. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, that allows your blitzers to get there.
A first down throw for Mariota. He's going to let it go again. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And the Vikings with an extra defender in the secondary on 3rd.
Playing coverage here.
To throw is Mariota. Flush to his right. He may try and run. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Titans with the football here to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And they're going to go for it here on the 4th down try. Mariota's going to stay out there. On 4th down, they snap it to Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. That one good for 21 yards. And on 4th and long, somehow they're able to keep the drive going. Mariota now. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. It's a gain of 14 there. And it's good enough for a Tennessee first down.
Hey, when Marcus Mariota was at Oregon, throwing to the tight end wasn't much of an option, was it? That spread offense, you didn't have him on the field too much. Now he's got one of the best in the game in Delaney Walker.
Last year, Walker led all the tight ends with 94 catches.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. A second down throw here for Mariota. Throwing right, and that's complete. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And he puts it through. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
How many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Bradford. Flushed out right. Now a hit, and the ball comes out. Bradford has lost it. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line. And the Titans getting set to go. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Mariota now after the fumble recovery. Flush to his right. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Murray the lone setback. First and goal from the 5. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. DeMarco Murray, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Titans are able to strike for 6. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. McKinnon. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
And he'll take it down deep into Tennessee territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 62 yards. They come out here in the I. And here we go on first and goal. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
They try again with Peterson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. And let's see 6 defensive backs out there. They're in the dime here on third and goal. Here's Bradford hammering for the goal line. He loses the football, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. And that score and the point after will knock this ball game up.
And when you're playing from behind, all you want to do is get back to even and, in a sense, start over again. That's exactly what they were able to accomplish.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Partner, the Vikings are off to a 2-0 start, and their defense deserves a lot of credit. Look what they did to Green Bay in Week 2. Sacked Aaron Rodgers 5 times. Big interception by Trey Waynes down the stretch. And they actually recovered a fumble that Rodgers had in the pocket.
And with all that talk of Bridgewater, Sean Hill, Sam Bradford, defense just going about their business.
Mike Zimmer, their head coach, a defensive guy first.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block it.
A nice gain of 21 yards.
There's a good place to the tight end, and I think they were looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
the speed, I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you? So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out.
Here comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Completing it to the right side, Johnson. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. One receiver left, 3 to the right. Now a 2nd down throw for Bradford. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. So a 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, Bradford. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And it'll be 4th down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Here's Bradford. He's got time. He's going to go up top again. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Mike Zimmer got to be unhappy with how that turned out. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Final play of the half here. Mariota. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. To return, this is Mark Mariani. Fighting through. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Out come the Titans now. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Now Mariota and Walker with it over the middle. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. And now they're in the hurry-up. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone,
the ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
And I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not there for him.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy's sideline, and use him well.
Now Mariota. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Andre Johnson from 10 yards out. And the Titans are going to take the lead. And he'll bang that one through. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. This will be taken short. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. A look at the offense now here coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And
looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Following the interception here, Mariota. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. To throw, Mariota. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Andre Johnson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And now out comes Minnesota. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But you're going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now Bradford on second down. Now a hit, and the ball comes out. Bradford has lost it. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
The throw left side complete to Treadwell. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Mariota on first down. Johnson with a completion over the middle. 6 yards on the pickup, and it's a second down.
Today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage.
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Their dangerous wide receiver with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. Now it's Patterson. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Bradford now over the middle here to Rudolph. 15 yards through the air and a first down. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
Bradford finding a safety valve here. That's complete. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Final minute now of the third quarter.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On 1st and 10, Bradford going up top. This is caught inside the 15. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And the Vikings are going to have it now, 1st and goal. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Again, it's Bradford, and almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
To the air again with Bradford. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Michael Pruitt, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. And his kick is right through. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Titans are going to recover the football. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the...
Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver high in the air to bring it in. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, Every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, give up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. And there's a flag on the field. And he's brought down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Bradford now to throw on first down. He gets this one to Johnson. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 2nd and short. 2nd down, they need less than a yard to pick up the first. They'll throw again. Bradford. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well. And he didn't get that done on that play.
Looking for his running back, and he's got it. A pickup of 5 that time and a first down.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Throwing. Bradford. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. A 2nd down throw for Bradford. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4, and they're going to hurry back to the line now. Bradford again. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. There he goes left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
And that'll increase their lead to 28. Oh, this is a touch cruel here. They've got the big lead. Now they're going for the jugular with the onside kick. And there's a flag on the play. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Oh, Charles, that ball didn't go 10 yards. That's why the flag comes out here.
And you know they changed the rule a few years ago, Brandon. Now you only get that one shot as a kicking team to get it right. Now the receiving team will just possess the football.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. To throw is Bradford. Over the middle here to Rudolph. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And the offense moving quickly to the line. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. On 2nd down, Bradford again. Looking for someone to throw to. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Their dangerous wide receiver. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. And so we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. Here's Mariani. A strong running. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see
and that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. Defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
Richard Matthews, the intended target, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
But depending on the team, they call that an explosive play or a chunk play, the one that they got on the previous one. They tried to go back and get another one, didn't they?
They did, but unsuccessful on that 2nd attempt. Throwing again, Mariota on 2nd and 10. And Walker with it over the middle. Call it a gain of 3. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On 3rd down, Mariota escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Red zone opportunity. Shift together here from the D-line. Mariota got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver with a career-high 4-touchdown game. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. And did the Titans get this? Yes, Tennessee football. Well, there you go. Just your everyday leading big, and you onside kick it with a lead. They got it. I mean, it worked, but interesting call.
I think because they have such a margin, they feel a little bit bolder about what they're doing.
I don't need much. I don't need
matchup of two of the best route-running receivers in the National Football League. It's Julian Edelman going up against Antonio Brown. So let's get you up to the Steel City. Standing by in Pittsburgh, here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the New England Patriots and the Pittsburgh Steelers. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Out left here, it's complete to Wheaton. It'll go as a gain of 12, and it's good enough for a Pittsburgh first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
In the quarterback, he's got some big threats at wideout.
And they seem to get bigger all the time, don't they, Brandon? Every time I look out and watch a game, we're getting these bigger, more athletic, acrobatic receivers. We have some today.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's fourth down. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. Back deep, Danny Amendola for New England. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Here's Brissett. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. It's a gain of 9 yards. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
So when Jimmy Garoppolo went out of the game, no problem because LeGarrette Blount was there, and he was in the game.
123 yards and a touchdown. And how about that hurdle over Byron Maxwell? He had the hurdle button ready on the old controller, didn't he?
He certainly did, and we're so used to him being such a physical runner. His ability to show that athleticism and go over the top, boy, that was some change.
I was on the couch with potato chips all over me. Watching that thinking, oh, that must be nice. Trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Lawrence Timmons. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. He's going to rifle one deep left. Oh, man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. A pickup there of 37. And the Steelers are going to have a first and goal.
Antonio Brown, AB, with just one hand to complete that catch. Is there anything he can't?
And it's caught. It's Brown. Touchdown, Steelers. Antonio Brown, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Steelers have taken a first quarter lead. And this one through the uprights and good. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So the Patriots coming out now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now Brady throwing on second down. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his second there. This is the offense we're going to see coming up in this one, and LeGarrette Blount, the featured back.
The big knock on him coming out of college was his lack of speed, but it's definitely not his lack of power. He runs right through opposing tacklers and sets things up big for his offense. Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard. You probably ran them when you were 5 years old. How about a little curl there against zone? But the key to it is finding the open spots in the zone. How a linebacker or a defensive back will widen to give you space. Find that area and let your quarterback hit you.
And here's a look at the defensive unit that hopes to halt this offense today. And this one complete to Martellus Bennett. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little game. Well, with Gronk out, Martellus Bennett really stepped up in week 2, over 100 yards and a touchdown.
And really emerged because in week 1, there weren't very many opportunities for him, but he didn't care about that. They got the win. That's all that mattered to him. But how about this game? 5 catches, 114 yards, a touchdown, and a serious straight arm. Byron Maxwell tried to get him down, but Bennett wasn't having any of it.
Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Yeah, and how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
Brady to throw on second down. And he finds Danny Amendola. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
All right, so first down, 5 yards to go. To throw, it's Brady. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield. Or you
try to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. And the Steelers set to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Second and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And it'll be 3rd and 10.
Brandon, what we just saw there is something we hear from coaches throughout the league. How are you going to defend what they call the moment of truth ball? Meaning a 50-50. The ball's in the air, defender's there, receiver's there. Who's going to make a play on the football? And in this case, the defensive guys actually got it done and knocked it away.
It goes for a gain of 10, and it's a first down.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. And he's going to drop this off to Williams. Complete. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 3rd down and 5 to start things out. They're still in search of the first down after that last completion. Brown, the lone receiver, left. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It'll be a gain of 16 and give him a first down as well. Big Ben, with his size, sometimes it still surprises me when he can dance for a first.
He's a preeminent quarterback at taking contact, shedding it, and turning it into a big play. You know what they say about him? It's not the first 3 seconds of the play that you're worried about with him. It's the next 3. Takes the hit, and now he creates a big one. How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just...
Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And again here, we'll see the Wildcat. And he's going to be shoved back short of the goal line. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1.
Brandon, if I wanted to run the football this close to the goal line, I think I just turn around and hand it to my tailback. Too many things could go wrong in this situation. I think they're fortunate just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they held him out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal. On 3rd and 1, it's Roethlisberger. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Antonio Brown with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And he knocks it through. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Danny Amendola on the return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. The drive starts with a handoff to Blount. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Unable to get it to Gronkowski that time. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
A nickelback added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. Slant route caught by Edelman. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They do go for it. It's Brady, and he's got Bennett. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
Have we yet met a receiver that wasn't excited about getting a chance to play with Tom Brady?
Absolutely not.
And Martellus Bennett bringing his considerable skills to New England now. Going to hook up with Mr. Brady for another completion here.
Yeah, 90 catches a couple years ago in Chicago, 53 last year for Bennett.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do? You got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Lawrence Timmons, the linebacker, there to get him down.
So after that stop, you know the third down is not a gimme if you're on the offensive team. So what are you going to do? Run it again? Or maybe you go play action and try and throw the ball and pick up the necessary yardage. Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
So a pause here for us as well. Time to pay some bills. Back to Heinz Field after this. They go play action here on first down. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Ah, yes, Brady to Gronk. You think these two are in sync?
Without a doubt. And look, they both understand what they can do for each other. Gronk knows if he gets open, the ball's going to be there. And Tom Brady knows what a great security blanket Gronk is. When all else fails, you find big 87.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
If you're running out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. On play action, it's Brady. And this is going to be incomplete. Danny Amendola, that was the intended target. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
The out route's such a timing route that sometimes the guy throwing the ball just throws it almost blindly, just kind of counts on that timing winning. And in this case, the ball was batted away.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. They come out here in the eye. Brady's going to sneak it. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. Now this time, Brady will throw. Over the middle, it's Amendola. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that.
And that's caught by Gronk for a Pats touchdown. Rob Gronkowski, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score.
Yeah, you heard it, right?
Exhale.
You heard the exhale, and I'm taking that from their bench because finally, right before the half, they find a way to get the ball in the end zone and get some points on the board. Maybe they can use that to kickstart them for the second half.
Yeah, just to get something before going into the lockers. And now in the second half, they can just tighten.
That's what they want to do. Tighten down everything they're doing, and then maybe explode at the right time.
The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Now it's Roethlisberger. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And they're going to speed things up here. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it.
They've got his man complete. Give him 30 yards there. Charles, you think Big Ben is happy to have Antonio Brown on the other side of his passes?
You know he is, but he also expects it. This is how their offense runs best. When those two get together, especially early, and continue to do it throughout the game.
And it's caught. It's Brown. Touchdown Steelers. Antonio Brown in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Brady now on first down. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off William Gay. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, to something to get you off to a quick start.
Here's Brady to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
And as the referee is under the hood, and we're seeing this as well, he's watching the knee, isn't he?
Similar to a bang-bang play in baseball where you're listening to the sound of the ball hitting the glove at first base while watching the runner's foot hit the base. Which one came first? Did the knee hit the ground, or did the ball come loose?
To throw is Brady. This is White on the screen. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They do go for it. It's Brady. Flushed out right. And he's got his man on the out route. Give him 6 on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They slot Gronkowski out right. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. There's a running back who was a receiver on the play. I think he's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd learned to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds. And when you have a guy in the backfield who can catch the football, you don't just use him strictly for check downs or dump offs. You make him part of the prime.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Stephon Tuitt in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Brady to throw on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On 3rd and long, it's Brady finding time. Going to air it out deep for Gronkowski. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
Here we go on 4th down now with Brady. This is caught. It's Julian Edelman, and he's brought down after a good gain. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Now Brady, flush to his right. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone. Julian Edelman, the intended receiver, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Blunt, the lone running back. Again, it's Brady. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Julian Edelman that time. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Got to figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Brady now on 3rd and goal. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
And he'll try and throw here on the fake. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. Partner, through 2 weeks of the season, what have you thought of the rookie quarterbacks? You know, what made me think of that, Jared Goff did drafts last week. Obviously didn't play, but he was on the sideline. But what have you thought of some of the rookie quarterback play?
Well, I'm just going to start with Jared Goff because so many people are wondering, hey, how come he's not out there? Well, listen. Carson Palmer, remember when he got drafted #1 overall? Sat for an entire year in Cincinnati. Had to learn the ropes. So sometimes that happens. You bring him along a little bit slower. But Dak Prescott, I'm incredibly impressed with. Not just the poise, but the playmaking ability. And he has Dallas at 1-1 right now. Jacoby Brissett had to come in and play for New England after Jimmy Garoppolo got hurt. Led them to a touchdown drive, and they hung on and won against Miami. And Carson Wentz, the learning curve continues for the rookie quarterback in Philadelphia. As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Now let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. And the defense definitely showing blitz here. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. They slot Gronkowski outright. Shotgun now for Brady. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on first down.
That gave them a little extra confidence there, starting, as you said, in a tough spot and being able to make a play on first down.
On second down, here's Brady. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Gotta figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal. Gronk, the tight end, in motion. Snap comes at 1, and it's Brady. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Brady. And this is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the... In trouble, and the ball's out. And this will be scooped up in the end zone. A defender gets there, and it's a touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're going to be set up in excellent field position up past the 45. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They get 25 yards out of that one. And the Steelers are going to have a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger surveying the field. He's going to let... And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And the defense will accept this penalty and force the offense back. So 2nd and 10 here. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. He was trying to get it to D'Angelo Williams. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the...
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Antonio Brown with a career-high 4-touchdown game. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And he's got it up and through. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a fourth quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go-around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it, what position it leaves your team in. Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of that creeping into the NFL game.
Yeah, I think we've seen it in other sports, maybe into the NFL now as well. Brady again here on 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Now Brady, and he'll be out of bounds right at the 35. That one good for 10 yards. And they're able to move the chains as they convert on 4th and long. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter. Fresh set of downs here. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. Caught left side, Bennett. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. And quickly, they get to the line. Brady now on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Rob Gronkowski, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots are back within a score. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. Gronkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Second down now after the incompletion. Second and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever risk going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line. I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful.
An extra corner on the field for New England here on third down.
Yeah, another DB. Now it's Roethlisberger. He's got his man here. It's Green. There goes Green. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Ladarius Green, 52 yards. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now Amendola. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Mike Mitchell. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything?
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Antonio Brown with an unbelievable 5th touchdown of the game. And the interception by the Steeler D leads to a touchdown. And the lead will grow by 1 more. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now Amendola. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to take it. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Mike Mitchell. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And now out come the Steelers. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
He's going to rifle one. He's got him in. Complete. That goes for a gain of 31. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish.
In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Over the middle, Julian Edelman. It's complete. And they'll bring him down here up at the 22-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll make it second down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Brady throwing on second down. It's caught outright, Amendola. They lost 4 there, and it's third down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. Throwing is Brady on third down. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Roethlisberger going to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Long coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. On the counter, here's Williams. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Now Ben on third and long. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was looking for his big tight end there, Jesse James. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. The Steelers will go. It's Roethlisberger. He's going to rifle one deep. It's caught at the 10. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense and you give them credit for going for it and having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
So the Patriots coming out now. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, okay.
It's caught inside the 25. A big play. Brady to Gronkowski. 55 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
Here's Brady to throw. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Now Brady got to have this one. This is caught. It's Julian Edelman. 13 yards on the pickup. And on 4th and long, somehow they're able to keep the drive going. And now they're in the hurry-up. Throwing on first down is Brady. Escaping the pressure right. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And a short return to the 6-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Pulled in at the 24. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. And Charles, just a blowout in every sense of the word here in this one.
Okay, cliche alert. Right from the opening whistle. As soon as they kicked the ball off, one team was ready to play, the other definitely was not.
Well, you got to use cliches with this one. I mean, it's not often you see a game this lopsided in the NFL.
All we know is that at the end, one team was winning going away, and the other one just wanted to go away.
For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Heinz Field.
Got me tearing through the covers on the
I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Today's game is a matchup of two of the absolute best in the league to do it. It's Antonio Brown going up against A.J. Green. And with that, we're off to the Queen City of Cincinnati and Paul Brown Stadium. We join our announcing team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. Today, it's an AFC North matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he's brought down.
Listen, there's no mistaking that the Pittsburgh Steelers are missing Le'Veon Bell and the talents that he brings to the field. He can do a little bit of everything. But for the second season in a row, D'Angelo Williams is bridging the gap really, really well.
237 yards now in those two games. And Bell will obviously get his carries when he gets back, but Pittsburgh has to love that they have both of these guys in a couple weeks.
I think that just increases their offense in such a big way. And it really takes me back to the days when D'Angelo Williams was part of a really good running back tandem in Carolina.
Here we go.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be second down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Play clock winding down. On second down, here's Roethlisberger. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
There's no doubt about it. That's just one of the best connections in the league. Big Ben throwing it to Antonio Brown. And Antonio Brown has turned himself into such a player. A low-round draft pick, but you can't beat his determination or work ethic. And Big Ben welcomes that.
And Big Ben won a Super Bowl at 23, youngest ever to do so, has never looked back. On second down, Roethlisberger being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run, deep left side. And they went for a big play through the air on second down, couldn't connect. Now it's third. Now Ben on third and long, eluding the pressure right. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And look at this. They're keeping the punter on the sideline. They're going to go for it here on the opening drive. Fourth down. Here's Roethlisberger. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's caught. It's Brown. Touchdown Steelers. Antonio Brown, 29 yards. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's got the hook up to Brandon LaFell. And he's brought down after a good gain. They get 25 yards out of that one. And the Bengals are going to have a first down. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And here's the offensive unit, and we highlight a very good guy, A.J. Green.
Let's just make it simple. He's a game breaker.
Fakes the give to Bernard. Dalton backing up. He's going to let this one go. This is caught inside the 15. A big play. Dalton to his favorite target, Green. 42 yards. And the D looking like they may blitz. Dalton gives to Bernard. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. And a look at the Steelers' defensive unit.
Stephon Tuitt's ability to play defensive end and yet rise up and knock passes away.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Lawrence Timmons. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Again, we'll see the pistol here. They'll fake the give to Williams. Now it's Roethlisberger. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play. Roethlisberger to Brown. 56 yards. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to try and go deep again. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time,
a fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Adam Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. He's got time in the pocket. Underneath here to Hill. And down he'll go at the 25. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now Bernard. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
And some space here. And he's going to cut it back right.
Oh,
he will not go down.
Have to retake those ankles.
A big play there for the Bengals. 43 yards on the ground. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. A first down throw coming for Dalton. It's caught. Left side, Brandon LaFell. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Dalton. His throw caught right around the 6. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Tyler Eifert from 17 yards out. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the run?
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Michael Johnson coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. They go play action with Roethlisberger. He's going to rifle one. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes this down deep into Cincinnati territory. Officially a minute 54 to go in this first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Looking for the end zone. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers. Now, that play, that's exactly what they did, and batted it away. Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. Penalty marker is down here. First and 10 for Dalton. And a right side completion here by LaFell. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play. And sometimes it can break big.
Now Dalton. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
The name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the second interception in the first half.
3 down. Hey, check.
2nd and 10. Dalton once more. And he finds LaFell complete. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's 3rd down for this offense. Fakes the give to Bernard. Dalton. And Eifert has it. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
There's so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? It sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over. Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they're going to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now Roethlisberger to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now a play fake here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
They send Green to the left on his own. Dalton throwing on 2nd down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play. Dalton to his favorite target, Green. 51 yards. At 6'4", Green can be so tough to cover.
Really can. When I watch him play, the word that comes to mind for me is willowy. And I mean that in the biggest compliment I can give. His ability to do what the receivers coach talk about always, uncover at the end of routes. Even if a guy's right there in his shirt, he finds a way to come up with the ball. Now, that was well defended. And as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
It's 2nd down. Dalton looking. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
And it is incomplete. You know, you and I were talking before the game, a surprising number. Teams that start 0-2, just 12% of them in the history have gone on to the playoffs. But certainly all is not lost, but that number surprised us a little bit.
Yeah, it's a tough number, and it's daunting. But what each head coach has to do with his 0-2 team is point out the teams that did get to the playoffs from that record. I think the Chargers started 0-4 one season and ended up winning their division, so all is not lost. And I'm looking particularly at Miami. I think that they have the makings of a really good team if they come together. Indianapolis, we know behind Andrew Luck, they can score a lot of points, and they can explode at any moment. And Washington had a rough start last year and ended up winning the NFC East. I think they know how to recover.
And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those...
Now big hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. But it looked like the Steelers were able to recover, and they will indeed hold on to the ball. But call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for. All right, I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked out at about the 3-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. They send Green to the left on his own. Dalton hovering near the goal line. Green's got it over the middle. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Andy Dalton. He's got his man, Boyd. And all the way down to the 37. A big play there for Cincinnati. 56 yards. Back now in Cincinnati. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. 2nd down, Dalton. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. It'll be a gain of 4. And it'll be 3rd down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do. And it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put it up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it. There's nothing like getting out of the gate and finding your favorite target. Andy Dalton just did that with A.J. Green.
And some people call that a nice fantasy football connection as well.
Yeah, they're piling up the points that way, and they want to see that continue.
Now a carry for Bernard. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Second down following the run. They send Green to the left on his own. So Dalton now. That is caught inside the 5. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Okay, when the big guy runs a corner route, you're asking a lot no matter who's covering him. Doesn't matter whether it's a linebacker or a defensive back.
Yeah.
He usually has the advantage because of his body type.
First down and goal. The offense knocking on the door. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
So a defensive brain lapse there and an encroachment penalty.
Sometimes when you don't watch the football and make sure that it's snapped, you're watching the offensive player, and they can influence you occasionally and look like they're getting ready to move, and the officials don't detect it.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll run here with Bernard. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Giovanni Bernard taking it in from a yard out. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in the 4th. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments. Let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
After the touchdown, here's Mike Nugent now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Flush to his right. Over the middle here to Brown. 26 yards on the pickup there. And that'll be good for a Pittsburgh first. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch, too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. He's back to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. And on 2nd and 10 now. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now in desperation. This is caught inside the 15. Give him 30 yards there.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or 2 in the middle of the field. If you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a changeup in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the changeup, and on that play, it worked for big yardage.
Back to throw. eluding the pressure right. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Back to throw. Flushed out right. And he locates Wheaton, complete. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They come out here in the I. 1st and goal, they'll look to smash it in. Maybe a quarterback sneak here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Oftentimes when you're not winning at the point of attack for an offensive line, maybe they're getting out physical. Spread things out a little bit, make it more of a one-on-one blocking scheme. Then you don't have to win it physically. You just have to win it by position. That may open things up for your running backs.
They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Likely the play of the game here. Trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Here we go. It's Roethlisberger on 4th down. Buying time to his left. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. A disappointing drop there on 4th and goal. And the Bengals will get the football back. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They have the lead. Still a 1-possession game, but the defense got the stop. They've got the football now. Just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened. Oh, wide open, complete, past the 20. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome. But a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Nugent on now for the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. Well, my friend, losing is one thing. You lose in the division, it kind of hurts a little bit more, doesn't it?
It not only does it hurt a little bit more, it almost feels like 2 losses or 2 wins. Because when you get your tiebreaker at the end of the year, a win over a divisional rival could often mean the difference of you moving on or staying at home.
Yeah, and I asked you that from the losing perspective. If you win, a little more pep in your step this week.
A lot more pep in your step. A divisional win, rivalry game, and for the team that didn't win it, they've got to pick themselves up a little bit quicker because they've got to move on and get ready for the next game.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.